Okay, so once you've set up your blog, the next thing you want to do is go in and take a look at some of the details in your settings. And then we're going to go in and actually choose this theme and start deciding what we want it to look like. So we have a whole bunch of different options here. This is sort of like a control panel where you can change a bunch of different things. We want to go down to the settings at the very bottom. And this is where you're going to be able to actually put in a title. Right now, if you were to go to your site, it would be called site title. We want to put in, so let's just do an example here. Sarah's Media Arts Portfolio. That's what we're going to call it. You can put a tagline in there if you want, just a smaller sentence or something that's going to go underneath of that. Okay, so we can scroll down. There's lots of different options here. So a couple different things. One, by default, it's going to be set to public, so people will be able to search for your site. So you can actually change that. If you put hidden, it's visible to everybody, but it's not going to actually go back in a search. People would have to actually type it in to the bar on the top and know your address. So you could give people the name of your portfolio, they could type it in, but Google is not going to return it in a search if someone searched for your name or something like that. So we want to put it there. We're going to hit Save Settings. Obviously, you can change this at any time, but for the sake of our class, we're going to keep it there. So you can always go in and change things afterwards if you want to. There's lots of different settings here when it comes to writing. If you want people to be able to comment, that sort of thing, how many posts you can display at one time. But for the most part, we really wanted to just stick in that general section, get a title, and play around with our privacy. The next thing that you're going to want to do is go over to the side and click on Themes. There are a whole bunch of themes that pop up, and these are basically just different layouts for your blog. By default, it's going to give you the results for all of them. We want to search for ones that are free. So you can scroll through. If you find one that you like, you can click on it, and it will give you more information about it. You can open a live demo to see what it looks like. Okay, it gives you some different features, talks a little bit about it, some different settings on the pages, and so on. If that's the one that you'd like to choose as your theme, you can put activate this design, and it's going to activate that for you. And then you can visit your site, go back to the themes, or you can work on customizing it. So you can change the color, you can change the fonts, you can change a lot of the details of the pages that are set along the top, what they're going to be called, and so on. Okay, so here we see our basic layout, and this is my customized bar. So I can go in, I can change my colors, I can change my fonts, I can change this image, this is the header image, I can go in and change that. Okay, so I can add a new image and upload that from my computer. I'd recommend that you create one in Photoshop for your blog. Okay, and you can also start playing around with your menu. Okay, and what that means is those are the different things like about and contact. You're probably going to want to have some pages that are called media arts or artwork, about me, grade 11 art, my photography, things like that. Okay, so you're going to be able to take a look at that primary menu, and in there you'll see some things by default. You can add new items. Okay, you can add a new page, and you can get rid of some of these pages. Well, you probably don't want a contact page. You can add a new page. You can say, this is my media arts. And then you can add another one. This is some of my visual artwork, and so on. You can choose where you want that to be displayed and whether you want a social media menu up there as well. And we can see that now my menu has been placed up along the top. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to keep going through. You can explore some of these different options and play around with how you want to customize it that's suitable to you. When you're done, you're just going to hit Save and Publish. And then you're all set in terms of the basic layout, and then you can go in and start adding in details within those pages.